Good morning to all you Sapphire and Amber Gems. This is Dr. Eve Angel Savage over at Audacity Group Social Enterprise. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day. I certainly did, with all the wonderful family. This is Reflection Day number 9, and each day I tried to bring in my reflection something that I did on this year to make business more efficient, or to achieve my dreams. One of those things, of course, was the vision board. And I certainly put a lot into my vision board because there were a lot of things that I wanted to achieve, and that became my roadmap. However, as the year progressed, that map changed, and a lot of the things that I had on my original map, they were achieved, or steps were being taken to put those things in motion. And some things were long-term and other things were short-term. And so eventually you have to modify your vision board, which of course I did, because my dreams are always really, really huge and big. And one of those things was to begin to look at international options of keeping business in the U.S., of course, but also expanding my horizon to other shores. Of course, when I first started, I started out in India, which was ironic that I didn't even, although I established my business here, my network began across oceans. And so my vision began to change. And so another thing that I did during the year, because I wanted to, I'm a giver. I'm very altruistic in my approach to business, and as a platform for business development, I enjoy spotlighting other businesses. And so with that said, I began to do lots and lots of interviews and started a radio program. And that's all, really been really, really, really good for me. The ironic thing about that is that as a researcher, as a qualitative researcher, I wasn't even really prepared for what was about to happen with that. All I know is that I was doing something to help someone else, and it all came together because as a qualitative researcher, I do lots of interviews because I'm always looking for the stories of individuals, to hear their true lived experiences. And that's, how I progress with my PhD program, is I interviewed facilitators who use mobile applications to administer social support to individuals who are in addiction relapse prevention programs. And the exciting thing about that, as of today, I have actually become a national interview expert because I've done so many of these, and now it's become what I love to do, and where I find the greatest satisfaction in networking with other people. So I say all that to say we never know why we do what we're doing, but just understand that it all works together. And at the end of this year, I am excited to say that not only has the big picture come to fruition for me, but my target market and my pillars of for goals and objectives that I plan to achieve with Audacity have also changed. And so thank God, never be married to what you're doing, because God, of course, if He's in your life, will order your steps. And that's me, like I've always asked God to order my steps, because I absolutely sometimes feel like I have no clue, but I just do, and do. And that's what you have to do. Do it, do it, do it. Dreams never come true if you don't put the work in there. So get excited about what you're doing, because there is an end result, and we don't always know where God is going to take us, but you have to go through the motions and allow the transition to take place, because it certainly will. And I am just so thankful for the transition that my life is taking, because it's allowing me to venture into a field that I love. I mean, research was where it all began for me. So the way it transitioned and God ordered my steps ended right there with the passion, the true passion of loving to do research. And so I just thank God, everybody needs research. It's never, ever going away. And that's the great thing about this, is that, we want to create products. We want to digitize. We want to do all these things. But ultimately, we must understand what is the greatest need or the greatest demand of services that will be around for a while, and that is of greatest need. And research is of greatest need across all disciplines, across all markets. The only way you stay ahead is to know what the trends are, to know what your competitor is doing, to know what products are selling, to know your demographics, to know who's in your neighborhood, to know all of those things. The only way you can know those things is to have some good, solid research that allows you to say, I'm going to discontinue this product and I'm going to create this new product over here. Look at what your competitor is doing and say, okay, and what are they doing well? Where is the gap? Because you don't want to you always want to add value. And that's what when we research, we add value to the field. We can't just go and copycat what other people are doing, because you can't do that in research either. You have to literally find out where the gap, where the greatest need, what the recommendations were within the research to move forward. So for all of you individuals out there who are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small businesses, faculty members, tenure organizations that are putting together proposals, Audacity is here for you, not without a fee. It is what I do, and it's what I love, and it's what I'll get paid to do. So I'm just excited today to unfold reflection number 8. Did I say it was? I believe it's reflection number 8. But nevertheless, I'm just truly excited about the transition, and all of you business owners, I can't stress to you enough how important it is to have the research done. Because many times we go after a project, or we go put all of our investments into doing something, only to figure out that it's not what people want. They may need it, but they don't necessarily want it. So we have to give them what they want. And if you are serious about business, you're going to want some research that's going to help you to be successful. Have a great day, gems. I love you with the love of Christ.